There is a quiet truth that separates those who rise with power from those who stumble through life in confusion. It is not intelligence. It is not background. It is not luck. It is how they begin their day. The first moments after you wake up are sacred. They are the foundation upon which your entire day is built. You work, and if you lay that foundation with purpose, you will begin to notice that life starts responding to you differently. You work. You'll see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll feel a surge of energy where there was once exhaustion. You work because mornings are not just a time of day. They are a declaration to the universe of who you are becoming. Think about Aichi every day is a new life, a new chance, a new battle to be won. But most people throw away that opportunity the moment their eyes open. They reach for their phones, scroll through distractions, relive yesterday's stress, and unknowingly give their power away before they've even gotten out of bed. They watch you work, but not anymore, because you understand that the quality of your day begins with the quality of your morning. You understand that greatness does not arrive suddenly. It is built quietly, consistently, and deliberately. This is why the morning must be yours. It must belong to your growth, your clarity, your preparation. It not be surrendered to noise or confusion. When you wake up, you are in control. The world hasn't yet pulled at your attention. That moment is pure. Use it wisely. Begin with gratitude. Feel the depth of what it means to be alive. Not a surface-level thankfulness, but a soul-deep appreciation for the chance to live, to try, to strive again. Gratitude doesn't just change how you feel. It changes what you attract. It tells life that you're ready for more by honoring what you already have. Then go within and reconnect with your purpose. Why are you here? What are you building? What do you want to create, change, or impact? Write it down. Make it real. Your goals are not dreams. They are instructions. Instructions to your mind, to your emotions, and yes, even to the world around you. When written daily, they sharpen your focus and clarify your path. They awaken your inner compass and give direction to your energy. Now, affirm who you are. Speak the truth of your identity. Say the words that define your strength, your character, your potential. Do not wait until others see it. Speak it before it exists. Speak it until it exists. The world will always catch up to those who first believe in themselves. Your self-talk is not just positive thinking. It is mental training. It's how warriors prepare for battle. It's how leaders prepare for impact. And move. Move your body. Get your blood flowing. Send a message to your mind that the day has begun and you are leading it. Movement breaks stagnation. It creates momentum. And that momentum, once built in the morning, becomes hard to stop. Most importantly, sit with yourself in silence. Just a few minutes. While noise. No pressure. Just breath and awareness. In that stillness lies your true power. In that silence, you will hear the voice of your future calling you to rise. This is not just a routine. This is a ritual. And if you do this every morning, your life will begin to change in ways that defy logic, but make perfect sense to your soul. The morning is more than just the start of a new day. You work. It is the opening scene of your life's next chapter, and how you begin that scene shapes the entire storyline. While in those early moments, when the world is still quiet, when your mind is free from the noise of demands, you have a choice to rise with intention or drift into reaction. Most people don't realize how powerful that choice is. They sleepwalk through their mornings, unknowingly surrendering their energy, their clarity, and their control. But when you learn to own your mornings, you begin to own your life. What you do the first hour after waking up programs your subconscious mind. It sets the filter through which you experience the rest of your day. Well, they work. If you start with stress, you'll find more of it. If you begin with focus, you'll create more progress. Your mind is most receptive right after waking. That's when it's soft, open, and ready to be directed. Feed it the right fuel and it will serve you. Feed it negativity, distractions, or fear, and it will reflect those all day long. That's why intentional routines matter. You're not just building habits. You're building the framework of your reality. Start by getting out of bed with purpose. Resist the urge to check your phone. That can wait. Your mind deserves better than to be invaded by the cows of the world before it's even fully awake. Instead, step into the quiet. Let your first thoughts be ones of gratitude. Think of 3 things, big or small, that you're truly thankful for. Feel the emotion behind them. Work. Gratitude is a force. It shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. It teaches you to see what you have, and when you recognize what you already possess, life begins to offer you more. Next, go to your journal. Not just to write what happened yesterday, but to direct what happens today. Write down your goals. Not once a month, not once a week, every morning. Why? Because repetition creates belief, and belief creates behavior. You work. When you constantly remind yourself of what matters most, your mind starts working for you, filtering out distractions, noticing opportunities, and keeping you aligned with your mission. Your goals are your inner compass, but they only work if you check them. After that, practice affirmations. Not empty words, but bold truths. Speak life into your identity. Say who you are becoming, and what you expect from yourself. These statements rewire your beliefs, and beliefs shape action. Never underestimate the power of speaking confidently to yourself. The words you say in the privacy of your morning will echo throughout every challenge and decision you face that day. Add movement. No matter how simple. Wake up your body. Stretch, walk, breathe deeply. Movement energizes the body and clears mental fog. It reminds you that you're alive, capable, and in charge of how you feel. Finally, embrace silence. Even 2 or 3 minutes of quiet reflection or deep breathing can bring more clarity than an hour of scattered thought. In the silence, you will find calm, and in that calm, direction. Every great leader, creator, and visionary understands these are the answers you seek are rarely out there. They are within, but you must slow down long enough to hear them. These practices are not tasks. They are tools, and if you use them each morning, your mind, your body, and your spirit will align. You will stop surviving your days and start leading them. And in that daily leadership, your life will begin to change. Each morning is an invitation, an open door into a new version of your life. The question is not whether the door is open. It always is. While they watch you work, the question is whether you will walk through it with intention or stumble past it unaware. People often wait for their lives to change through dramatic events or once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. But transformation doesn't begin with the extraordinary. It begins with the ordinary. Done with discipline, done with vision, and done daily. You work. The way you greet your morning is the first and most powerful signal you send to your mind, your spirit, and the world about the direction you're heading. The most successful individuals, whether known or unknown, have one trait in common: they command their mornings. Before the world places demands on them, before emails flood their inbox or problems knock on their door, they take time to command themselves. That command doesn't come from chaos. It comes from structure, a structure built on awareness, gratitude, intention, and personal growth. It's not about perfection. It's about ownership. Imagine waking up, and instead of being pulled by distractions, you guide your focus inward. The first thought is not what you lack, but what you have. You center yourself in gratitude, not just a list in your head, but a feeling in your heart. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means building the emotional strength to face them with clarity and peace. That state of appreciation creates inner stability, and from that stability comes strength. Once you've grounded yourself in gratitude, bring your attention to your goals, not vague hopes. Specific, written, clear goals. The process of writing your goals each morning isn't about repeating words on paper. It's about reconnecting with your purpose. While they watch you work, it's about reminding your mind what matters most before distractions compete for your attention. These goals are not wishful thinking. They are declarations of intention. And when your intentions are consistent, your life begins to take shape accordingly. Next, speak truth to yourself. Affirm who you are becoming, what you will accomplish. These are not just motivational slogans. They are mental anchors. Work. Life will test your confidence. The world will challenge your worth. And if you don't build an internal narrative of belief each morning, you'll be swept away by external voices. Your affirmations are armor. They prepare you not just to survive your day, but to lead it. Move your body. This is not about fitness. It's about momentum. The body and mind are connected. If you want to shift your emotional state, start by shifting your physical state. Breathe deeply. Stretch. Take a brisk walk. Activate your system. That energy you generate will carry over into your productivity, your focus, and your enthusiasm. Finally, sit with yourself, even for a few quiet moments. In the stillness of the morning, listen. Let go of the noise. That inner silence holds more wisdom than any external source. It is in those moments that creativity is sparked, decisions are clarified, and your inner compass realigns. Change doesn't begin in a dramatic flash. While they work, it begins in small intentional choices made when no one else is watching. If you do this every morning, if you truly give your first moments to your growth, you will begin to shape your life with purpose, passion, and power. Your life does not transform in one grand leap. It transforms quietly, patiently, and powerfully through what you do repeatedly. You work, and the most powerful of all repetitions is what you choose to do every single morning. You work. The morning isn't just another part of the day. It's the architect of your destiny. It's the sacred hour where you either take command or give up control. The difference between those who lead their lives and those who are led by their circumstances often begins in that first hour. If you want to change your life, you must first change your morning. When you wake up, your mind is in a unique state, calm, malleable, highly impressionable. You work. Whatever you expose it to first becomes the lens through which you view your day. That's why so many people feel behind, overwhelmed, or negative before breakfast. They feed their minds with noise, distractions, or problems. But you must understand that your morning is your training ground. This is the time to build your mindset, to condition your thoughts, and to prepare yourself for the world. Not the other way around. Begin with intention. Don't just stumble out of bed. Rise with purpose. Take a moment to breathe deeply. Feel the air fill your lungs. You work. This is your reminder that life has given you another chance. A new day, a new page, a new opportunity to grow. You work. That awareness alone sets a tone of gratitude and urgency. You're not guaranteed this day. You've been gifted it. And the most respectful thing you can do with that gift is to use it well. Then anchor your heart in gratitude. Write it down. Speak it out. Feel it in your chest. Gratitude shifts your brain from survival to creativity. It dissolves fear and scarcity, replacing it with hope and recognition. You work. When you truly appreciate what you already have, you stop chasing what you don't need and start building what really matters. Now that your heart is centered, guide your mind. Pick up your pen and write your goals, not passively, but boldly. Your goals are not just desires, they are instructions. They are the blueprint of your future. Each time you write them down, you remind yourself that you are the designer of your life, not the bystander. That repetition builds belief, and belief fuels consistent action. Speak affirmations next. Declare who you are. Not who you were, not who others say you are, but who you choose to become. Say it with conviction. Your words have power, especially when they're spoken with intention. Say, I am focused. I am disciplined. I am creating the life I desire. These are not just motivational phrases. They are mental programming tools. Over time, your mind will begin to believe them, and your behavior will follow. Move your body. Shake off the inertia of sleep and activate your energy. Your physical state directly impacts your emotional state. A few minutes of movement tells your brain that it's time to engage, to rise, to lead. Whether it's stretching, walking, or exercising, movement creates flow, and flow leads to focus. Finally, give yourself silence. Even just 5 minutes of meditation or stillness can reset your nervous system and clear your mind. In a world full of noise, the person who can master stillness holds true power. Do this every morning. Make it non-negotiable. Because when you win the morning, while they watch you day, and when you win the day, you begin to win your life. The secret to changing your life is not found in a distant goal or a future success. It begins the moment you open your eyes each morning. That moment, silent, unassuming, often overlooked, is where the battle for your future begins. Most people rush into their day without thinking, reacting to the world instead of creating it. But you must rise differently. You must rise with clarity, intention, and discipline. You work because the first hour of your morning is not a small thing. It is everything. It sets the emotional, mental, and physical tone for all that follows. The most successful people do not leave their mornings to chance. They treat them like sacred time, a personal appointment with their own greatness. And you must do the same. Start by recognizing that the way you begin your day determines the way you carry your mindset, your confidence, and your focus. You work. When your morning is chaotic, your mind becomes scattered. When it's intentional, your energy aligns, and you move through your day with purpose. You work. Before anything else, turn your awareness inward. Don't reach for your phone. Don't check messages or scroll through someone else's life. That time belongs to you. Use it to remind yourself of who you are and why you're here. Begin by expressing gratitude. Not as a mechanical habit, but as a sincere emotional experience. Feel it in your body. Give thanks for your breath, your mind, your heart, your opportunities. While gratitude awakens your spirit, it replaces fear with faith and lack with abundance. When you begin your day in gratitude, you carry that energy into every decision, every conversation, and every challenge. Once grounded in appreciation, take hold of your vision. You work. Your goals are not meant to live in your head. They must be written, declared, and revisited daily. Work. Writing your goals each morning does more than keep them top of mind. It programs your subconscious to focus on solutions and opportunities. It's like giving your brain a mission. When you skip this, you drift. When you commit to it, you lead. Then speak life into your journey. Use affirmations to build a stronger version of yourself. Affirmations are not just positive thinking. They are strategic commands to your inner belief system. Say them aloud with emotion. I am unstoppable. I am focused. I am worthy of success. Over time, these words take root in your identity, and your actions begin to align with your self-image. Activate your body. You work. Physical movement in the morning is not about how intense it is. It's about reminding your system that you are alive, strong, and ready. Even a few minutes of stretching or light exercise can unlock energy, break mental fog, and ignite momentum. Your physiology influences your psychology. When your body feels empowered, your mind follows. End with stillness. Just a few moments. Close your eyes. Breathe. Listen. You work. Let your thoughts settle and your intuition rise. In that quiet space, you'll often find the answers you're searching for, the clarity you need. You work, and the strength to move forward. This morning ritual is not about adding more to your to-do list. You work. It's about choosing to become the kind of person who leads their life instead of waiting to be rescued by it. Do this every morning. You work, and you won't just change your day. You'll transform your entire future. Every morning you are given a gift, another chance, another opportunity. You work, another blank page. But how you begin that day determines whether you write a story of growth or repeat the same chapter of regret. You work. Most people underestimate the influence of their first waking hour. They think success starts in the boardroom, in the marketplace, or in a big decision. But real success begins in the small, quiet moments, before the world wakes up, when you choose who you will be. If you want to change your life, you must first change how you greet your day. The first minutes of your morning are powerful. Your brain is still transitioning from sleep to full consciousness. You work in that state. Your subconscious mind is highly suggestible. That means whatever you feed it becomes a seed, either of doubt or of destiny. If you begin the day by reacting, checking your phone, diving into social media, worrying about problems, you plant seeds of anxiety, comparison, and distraction. But if you begin with intention, focusing on your mindset, movement, and mission, You sow seeds of confidence, clarity, and power. Start each morning with presence. Don't rush to noise. Sit up, take a deep breath, and acknowledge the simple miracle of being alive. Work, let that awareness fill you. From that place of stillness, shift your mind to gratitude. A gratitude is more than polite thoughts. It is a force that shifts your chemistry and primes your perspective. When you appreciate what you already have, your mind stops racing and your heart becomes open. From this space you attract better decisions, better energy, and better outcomes. You work. Now it's time to reconnect with your direction. Pull out your journal or a piece of paper and write down your most important goals. Not someday goals. Today goals. Remind yourself of what matters. When you write your goals daily, you train your subconscious to work on your behalf. You begin to notice opportunities that align with your vision. You gain clarity. You resist distractions. You no longer live in reaction. You live in purpose. Once your goals are written, speak your affirmations. Speak boldly, confidently, and consistently. Affirm the version of yourself that you are becoming, not to pretend, but to prepare. I am focused. I am resilient. I am committed. These statements shape your identity, and your identity drives your behavior. The world often mirrors how you see yourself. So choose to see yourself as powerful, disciplined, and capable every single morning. Now get your body moving. Even 5 minutes of physical activity, whether it's stretching, breathing, walking, or a full workout, can elevate your energy. Movement releases stress and awakens momentum. You work. It sends a message to your mind that the day has begun and you are leading it. Never underestimate what 5 minutes of physical intention can do for your entire day. Finally, be still. Take a few quiet moments for reflection, prayer, meditation, or breath work. Let the noise settle. In that space, you gain clarity, peace, and connection. While they work, you align yourself with your deeper purpose and prepare yourself for the challenges ahead. This practice strengthens your emotional intelligence and your resilience. This morning ritual is not about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about honoring yourself enough to start the day with intention, not distraction. Do this every morning, not as a task, but as a commitment. A commitment to your growth, to your purpose, and to the life you know you are capable of building. Your mornings create your mindset. They work. Your mindset creates your life. Start strong and everything else will follow. You work. The most profound transformations in life don't come from what you do once in a while. They come from what you do every single day, especially in the first moments of your morning. This is the sacred space where your intentions are planted, your energy is directed, and your mindset is shaped. It is in the quiet of the early hours that you choose whether to be a passive observer of life or a conscious creator of your future. If you want lasting change, you work. Start by owning your mornings, because your life is simply a reflection of how you repeatedly show up. While that you work, and there is no better time to shape who you are becoming than the beginning of each day. So many people live on autopilot, repeating routines they didn't consciously choose. They wake up late, rush through their morning, and enter the world already feeling behind. You work. They respond to texts, scroll through social media, and absorb noise before they've even connected with themselves. You work. What they don't realize is that their morning is being hijacked, and so is their focus, confidence, and clarity. But when you decide to break that cycle, when you take command of your mornings, everything begins to shift. Not overnight, but surely and powerfully. When you wake, take a moment to pause. Feel your breath. Ground yourself in the present. This is the first act of reclaiming your day. Choosing stillness before speed. You work. Then bring your attention to gratitude. Think of 3 things you're thankful for, and don't just think. Feel. Let gratitude move through your body. You work. Let it soften your heart and expand your awareness. Gratitude doesn't change what you have. It changes how you see what you have. And when your perspective changes, your entire reality follows. Then write down your goals. Not just long-term dreams, but specific, actionable intentions for the day. Writing your goals is not just a productivity hack, it's a mental commitment. It tells your subconscious what to prioritize. It filters out the noise and focuses your energy. Repeating this daily turns goals into habits and habits into results. After that, stand tall and speak your affirmations. This is your chance to declare who you are. Affirm your power, your purpose, your value. Speak words that ignite belief. I am disciplined. I am courageous. Create results. These words, repeated with conviction, become your inner truth. And that truth becomes the fuel for how you act, think, and respond. Now move. Stretch, walk, breathe. Whatever gets your body into motion. You work. You're not just exercising your muscles. You're activating your momentum. Movement lifts your mood, boosts your energy, and sharpens your focus. It tells your nervous system that you are prepared, energized, and ready to lead. Finally, embrace stillness. Before the world demands your attention, give that attention to yourself. Sit quietly, breathe, listen. In that silence, you'll find the wisdom and calm that your busy life rarely offers. While they watch you work, it's in these quiet moments that your truest insights appear. Not from noise, but from still awareness. While they watch you, what you do every morning isn't just routine. It's identity work. It's how you reconnect with your purpose, command your mindset, while they watch you work, and step into your day with direction. If you do this consistently, you won't just change your mornings, you'll elevate your entire life. Because the person you become when no one is watching is the person who ultimately shapes everything you experience. Do this every morning. You work, and the life you dream of will no longer feel like a distant hope. It will become your daily reality.